And we'll be back in a moment with a tribute to one of the victims who was a big part of the Hollywood community.
A TV titan, a political commentator, both lost in Tuesday's tragedy. Now, memories of two of the fallen.
He's a classy guy, and I guess I'm trying to deal with this with some of the class that he always had.
Plus, a tragedy in pictures when this special edition of Extra continues.
On September 28th,
look in my eyes.
On this quiet street, a stranger will arrive and pass his power to another. From the author of The Green Mile,
Find the Queen of Hearts,
and the director of Shine,
tell me what you see.
This one here.
Anthony Hopkins, Hearts in Atlantis, rated PG-13, starts September 28th at a theater near you.
My restaurant was opening in just 1 hour, but my headache was running the kitchen. I needed Advil liquid gels. They get the strength of Advil into my system fast. So I'm back in control, fast.
Take Advil liquid gels and take control.
Eclipse Gum, now in more powerful winter fresh and spearmint. With Eclipse, it's lights out bad breath.
Coming up on Extra's Special Edition.
The enduring images of devastation and some of the heroes of Tuesday's tragedy.
Extra will return in a minute.
I want to tell you all a story about a Harper Valley widowed wife.
Do you remember when country songs told a story?
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso,
presenting the Great Story Songs Collection.
In 1814, we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down to
30 hits.
The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a
including the all-time Truckers classic.
It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth.
Get Great Story Songs on 2 CDs or cassettes.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3.
30 unforgettable tales.
And everybody knew you didn't give no lip to Big John.
But this special collection is not in stores.
Fighting soldiers from the sky.
So please call now.
To order Great Story Songs, call 1-800-682-5656 or send $24.99 for CDs or cassettes plus shipping to the address on your screen or online at timelife.com.
I'm here to demonstrate how Whiskas savory nuggets with crispy outsides and soft centers compare to the typical dry cat food. Observe the difference at impact. Now ours.
Perhaps we should try another building.
Whiskas with savory nuggets. What cats want. Find Chuck and Marvin and you could win $100,000. See specially marked Whiskas packages.
When I started having hot flashes and night sweats at menopause, my doctor recommended hormone replacement therapy, but I didn't listen.
Up to 20% of a woman's expected lifetime bone loss occurs in the years following menopause.
A year later, I went back to my doctor and found I'd shrunk an inch. I went on HRT, and I've been on it for years. My hot flashes and night sweats, gone. I feel great.
HRT is not for all women. Talk to your doctor about the benefits and risks.
The time to protect your future is now.
It will be days, if not weeks, before we know exactly how many people died in Tuesday's terrorist attacks.
Meanwhile, Hollywood and Washington are already mourning a well-known producer and a famous political analyst. Jerry Petticoli has more on their lives and their untimely deaths.
Barbara Olson gave us her conservative insights as a TV commentator on CNN and CNBC.
They keep attacking the press, which doesn't work.
David Angel made us laugh as the Emmy-winning writer and producer of Cheers and as the creator and executive producer of Wings and Frasier.
That does look good. What are they?
Doorstops.
It's gone by so quickly, and it's been such a joy to do it.
But tonight, there are only tears. Among so many lost, grief-stricken friends and family mourn for two familiar victims of this horrifying terrorist attack. Angel and his wife Lynn were aboard the American jet that careened first into the World Trade Center.
He was a classy guy, and I guess I'm trying to deal with this with some of the class that he always had.
Frasier director Sheldon Epps, who met Angel 4 years ago, says he owes his career to the man many call a comic genius.
When you start television directing, you're pretty much a non-entity. David encouraged me and kind of endowed me with personhood.
Olson, a noted lawyer, TV commentator, and wife of U.S. Solicitor General Ted Olson, was aboard the doomed American Airlines plane that crashed into the Pentagon.
She would not view herself as a victim, or we do not view her as a victim. She is a casualty. She's a casualty of war, and she was a very heroic casualty.
Close friend Danielle Crittenden says, in private, Barbara was very much like the take-charge commentator we saw on TV.
She was vivacious, feisty, absolutely fearless.
A fearlessness she exhibited in a frantic phone call to her husband Ted from the hijacked plane.
She was trying to do something. She got the pilot on her cell phone, and she said, Ted, tell this pilot what to do.
One final courageous act before her untimely death.
Her method was not just to be fearless, but to go into action and to try do something. And that's exactly the Barbara we know in private.
As the nation struggles to recover and mourn so many lost in this unspeakable act, tonight we stop to remember the victims and celebrate their lives.
Just gorgeous, vivacious woman who was also extremely, extremely generous towards her friends.
How will we miss him?
Well, I hope that we won't miss his talent and creativity as much as we'll remember it. That standard which he set is a standard that we'll remember and try to live up to.
And we'll be back in a moment with an emotional look at the pictures people will likely remember for a lifetime.
Live Super Doppler 7 now on WTOP Radio and ABC 7 News.
Listen for live Super Doppler 7 updates on WTOP Radio.
It's the most accurate weather radar information available.
WTOP Radio and ABC 7 News, your severe weather team.
It's the Raid Decathlon. First a spray of hot shot for one team, and fast kill Raid for the other. And they're off. Those hot shot bugs still showing some spunk, while the Raid team is looking kind of dead. Fast kill, kills bugs, dead.
A day of tragedy has affected families across America and created a need right here at home.
That's why ABC 7 has teamed up with WTOP Radio and Riggs Bank to form the Washington Family Relief Fund.
But we need your help. Please send your check or money order in care of Riggs Bank, 800 17th Street Northwest, 20006.
Or you can stop by any Riggs Bank location to make a cash donation.
And all of the money will go to help local families.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the many families affected by this tragedy.
The Big Apple Circus is here again with an all-new show. And this year,
Grandma's back.
It's an amazing show, and you're in for some amazing fun. Listen to the critics.
Big top heaven.
The Big Apple Circus draws laughter, cheers, and applause.
An unforgettable night.
See clowns, acrobats, the world's finest circus artists at the Big Apple Circus.
Returns to Dulles Town Center September 20th through October 8th. Call Ticketmaster today.
ABC 7 is on your side
by making your mornings easier.
And it starts here with our Good Morning Washington promise. From the time you wake up to the time you walk out your door.
You'll get your full weather and traffic updates every 10 minutes on the 7s.
And in between, the latest news from overnight. What happened while you slept? It's our promise to you. Weather and traffic every 10 minutes on the 7s.
Plus the news from overnight.
It's the Good Morning Washington promise, and it's only on ABC 7. Proud to be on your side.
Closed captioning and other consideration for extra provided by...
All right. Put a smile on your face. Make the world a better place. Smile on your face.
My mom said she can't believe you were right.
Need a little quiet time? Give them a Quaker Chewy. Wholesome granola now mixed with delicious chunks of Nestle Baby Ruth bars. Chewy stops the chatter.
Eclipse Gum, now in more powerful winter fresh and spearmint. With Eclipse, it's lights out bad breath.
Now, the pictures that captured our country's most challenging moments.
Long after the dust settles and the cleanup is complete, As our Barry Nolan reports, these photos will make sure nobody ever forgets this tragedy.
They are horrific moments frozen in time. Vivid images captured by fearless photographers who risked their own safety to record America's darkest day. The skeletal ruins of the World Trade Center, creating an eerie tombstone for those buried beneath. Images of horror-stricken survivors.
It looked like something out of a post-apocalyptic movie.
Tricia Meadows of the Globe Agency shot an emotional photo essay of the destruction around the Twin Towers. A man and his dog.
I love animals, and I just thought it was, great that he had taken time to grab his pet.
A pile of bloody clothes.
You didn't see any person that it belonged to, and I think that was the scary part, that you just knew that somebody had worn that and got hurt.
Then Tricia, who suffers from asthma, nearly became a victim herself.
When the second one came down, I couldn't breathe for about a good minute and a half. I started to panic.
Now, for Tricia, it's the faces of the unsung heroes that are etched in her memory.
There's so many heroes. It's not just one person.
For the world's brave photojournalists, there is no such thing as a normal day at the office, but nothing could prepare them for the horror they would witness through their lenses on September 11th, 2001.
Images we won't soon forget.
The country has certainly gone through a tragic and trying week. Our hearts are with everyone who's lost loved ones.
For those who are at home with friends and family, have a safe weekend.
See you right back here on Monday.
In this ordinary home, no one would guess that Mom and Dad are spies.
My parents can't be spies. They're not cool enough. That's cool.
Something's gone wrong.
It's up to us. Let's go.
Think action. Think adventure. Think like a kid.
Ew, gross. What do you see? You.
But act like a spy.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Spy Kids, rated PG. Available on video and DVD September 18th.
A day of tragedy has affected families across America and created a need right here at home.
That's why ABC7 has teamed up with WTOP Radio and Riggs Bank to form the Washington Family Relief Fund.
But we need your help. Please send your check or money order in care of Riggs Bank, 800 17th Street Northwest, 20006.
Or you can stop by any Riggs Bank location to make a cash donation.
And all of the money will go to help local families.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the many families affected by this tragedy.
America Recovers. Continuing coverage on ABC7.